SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, it's the Thursday.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say?
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one. Season will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field. and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Hunter, nice slaughter on a punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
There he goes, right side. Trotty. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 75 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Jackson now.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's is going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is a counter play. Eckler. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 27, Jackson.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And some room to run now. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They snap it to Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get... And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
pass play call. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers get a bit closer. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass complete to number 16.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Ravens, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, you got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about us?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Get back in pocket.
The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries.
You ugly.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about us?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing.